Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. Sean here. Yes, you've missed this. Ha! Ah! I'm usually toning down my enthusiasm level by about 70% so I can get along with other humans. Making too much eye contact. All right, let me tell you what's going on. See, I could have done that before I started. Wouldn't that have been handy? First off, I took my kids to see Free Guy, and I usually go into movies with very, very low expectations. That works out for me just great because I'm always pleasantly surprised. And with regards to movies, I'm a very unreliable critic of movies because I don't have criticisms. I usually look for the good and I'm happy with that. Anywho, Free Guy was really quite pleasant. It was like a mixture of Elf and The Matrix. And some surprisingly good quotes. There were some parts in there where I was like, okay, I wish I could write. I wish I had a notepad that I could write this down. Loved it. My kids, by my first marriage of 20 years, which I consider a success, by the way. I have a 12-year-old girl, a 16-year-old boy. By the way, like that's creeping up on 18. And my 20-year-old son, who is awesome, he lives with me. And then my 22-year-old daughter. All of them just fantastic humans. Absolutely love them. All right, moving on. What else is going on in Sean's world? Yes. Oh, I got contacted by Thomas Wilcox. He is the husband of Miranda, aka Wargamer Girl. And I'll see if I can't get a link to me first meeting her at Adepticon in 2013. That was during my terrible interviewer phase where I did most of the talking. And by the way, that's how great this format works out, because I just get to talk about whatever I'll bollocks, and as the English say, and just have a good time going on and on and on. Get a call from Thomas. Valhalla's coming mid-October. I don't know if they have any day passes left. You could possibly still come to it. The search engine search you want to make is Valhalla in the fall. And I've been tapped to run Dungeons and Dragons again. Now, I've done it for 3 years. The first year, I got the location in the cabin that I wanted, which is this little side U area with a great view and furniture and everything. But they don't want to move the furniture. And of course, without that, I can't really set up a proper gaming area. And that was just a classic fantasy thing that I did. Had a great time. Really nothing to write home about. There's some pictures of it somewhere. I don't know. The second year, I did it at a tertiary cabin that they had. They did a role-playing cabin. And I did heavy metal Demons and Dragons. And I played heavy metal music, and I don't think it was a really good idea. I didn't come very prepared. I brought way too many models because I didn't know what I was going to use. I was just like, I'll just bring all this stuff and kind of make up this great scenario. And I had terrain and fully painted miniatures. It was all really lovely, but the lack of organization wasn't great. The last year, i.e., I don't think it was it 20? Yeah, 2020, they still had it. And I had it in the main area of the cabin on the billiards table. Got to be careful with that. We had a cover on it, and then we had a secondary cover, and then we had a topper on top of that to just make it foolproof. And that went really well, but I didn't take very many videos of it, and I really should have. My dream, of course, is to have a permanent Valhalla that's mostly for like role-playing games, and that would be really fantastic. Bring that concept, shrink it down to something a little more close, and then do mostly role-playing games, but also have miniatures, battles, tables up, and stuff like that. The old Valhallas from 2012 were, hello, my 5-year-old daughter saying hi to me, yes. And those were up in Sundance, and we usually only had like, I think 14 to 18 people, and that included staff too. Staff and private chef. Yes, love, do you want to be on the video? You do. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, love, just hold on. I'm having a hard time opening this. Oh, here we go. Okay, come on in. Come under here. Under. No, tilt your head down. There you go. Under the tripod. Okay, here she is. Ha-ha. Da-da, this is Audrey. Da-da-da-da.
Sing on the video.
Oh, you're going to sing?
No.
Okay. All right, you're on my video. Okay, now you need to go play. Watch your head. Off you go, love. Love you. Love you. Bye. All right. Isn't that lovely? It's a great configuration. To have my 20-year-old son, 5-year-old daughter, and of course my lovely wife. All right, let's keep it going. So they called me up, and I told Thomas about some of my ideas for the game I want to run. I still got 7 weeks to get it all set up. Now I can just rest on my laurels because I already have tons of terrain done. I already have tons of miniatures. I can just make up an adventure with those. Last year I made way too much adventure. I made like 3 times as many encounter areas as I actually needed to entertain those people during Valhalla. Most of the time, people don't want to spend their entire Valhalla experience just doing my thing. So, like 1 item out of 3 can be the role-playing thing. And so this year, I pitched my ideas, and really, like, Thomas is a great guy, but I think he was like, Sean, I don't care. I don't need to know all of your 6 main ideas for doing this. But I would like to talk to you guys about it. And by the way, warning in advance, I've pretty much decided, but I'd love to hear in the liner notes your ideas because it's not too late to switch it up. Now, my original idea was, well, let me tell you some of the other ones besides the sort of the de facto, the president-elect of the ideas. Okay, so first off, I thought of doing a Journey to Hell one, where it's all like this hellscape and this black castle with spikes and stuff like that, and all these terrible creatures, and they're trying to like rescue souls from there. And when I say hell, I mean the Dungeons and Dragons hell, like the 9th layer of hell of Asmodeus or whatever. And as a side note, I role-played in the 80s during the Satanic Panic. And I did have a relative that really did not care for it and was really concerned about my inner well-being, let's say. So that was a lot of fun. All right, moving on. So that was the first idea. Hold on, no, I had like 6 ideas. I can summon them. One was to do sort of a Lost City Yuan Ti Snakemen type of thing. And then another idea was to do a science fiction one, like in a starport. And that would require me to really tool up because I don't have quite as many science fiction figures as I do fantasy figures. Probably about 10% of them are science fiction. Which is odd because of 40K. Hold on a second. Did you drink all your milk? Where is it? Show me. Okay, keep that away from the computer, Goose. All right, there's that. You gotta be on high alert. After a while, I think you get like dad reflexes or like dad intuition, where you're like, something's going on, and you just sort of like make the catch all of a sudden. All right. Oh my gosh, the ideas that I had. Hold on. I wanted to do. Oh my gosh. All right, well, let me just tell you the one that I came up with, because it has subsets to it. I want to do a Badlands, almost like inspired by Dark Sun, a little bit like that. Of course, Dark Sun is of course inspired by a genre itself. So yeah, do a Badlands, a little bit of a survival thing. And my subset of that one was turtles, that all the player characters would be anthropomorphic turtles called turtles, and I'd get like maybe 10 or 12 miniatures, paint them all up, and they would, so it'd be just like a regular fantasy game, except I would just reskin everything. They were turtles on a rampage through the Badlands. And then of course another subset of that as well is just humans, and maybe the turtles are, wow, I'm showing 6 minutes of battery left. All right, so if I cut out, that's probably why. I just wanted to get something up tonight because it's been, I think, a few days since I put something up. And so the turtles are maybe the bad guys. And then I thought of doing Mad Max Fury Road on dinosaurs, and also do Badlands, and that's currently where I've landed. It's like the theme is like a caravan, and of course there's plot twists and everything like that. But guys, I gotta keep it real simple because the last time I made it way too complicated, and so I'm gonna do like 6 encounter areas, have terrain and models for all of them, and that's it. And I'm gonna be making terrain soon for that. I'm working on a terrain set this week for a Vampire Counts army, nowadays called Soulblight Gravelords, and it's turning out really well. I've got some really cool 3D printed trees, 3D printed buildings, and so that's really exciting. All right, next up, I'm running out of time. 2 minutes it says now. I think it's going faster than the actual clock. All right, yeah, the Badlands terrain, hold on. Oh yeah, 3D printing. Oh, I'm like nuts for it. I actually bought a couple of 3D printers. They're out on loan right now. We managed to get a few things done on them. Personally, or just ordering stuff, I go to Etsy. I think there's other places for that. But I'm absolutely nuts for it. Like, as someone who's been in this industry so long, I need to do like another video just talking about this. It's blowing my mind. Like I'm down like this rabbit hole. All these just fantastic figures. People that have gone out and just made like whole product ranges, and that, oh, by the way, anyone with a 3D printer can just make these and just do them. Yeah, I'm going to do another video. All right, Blue Table fans, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Oh, by the way, I need to get projects set up. I have space for, I'm going to say 10 new projects, and we can just get going lickety split on them. All right, thanks for tuning in.